Well, hello, Aries. I'm back to do your reading for the second week in November 2021. So, we're going to continue the series in Scorpio season. If you have an Aries sun, moon, or rising, this might be your reading. So, Aries, stick with me to the end. Today, if you're interested, I'm going to be reading some guidance from the yogic path. Okay, and this is an oracle by Sahara Rose. It's very beautiful. If you are interested in getting some guidance, stick with me for that, and that'll come after we dive right in to your reading. So again, we are in the second week of November. We're well past the halfway mark in Scorpio season. Just keeping in mind that Scorpio is a very it's a very reflective time period because of the energy. It's water, right? Scorpio is water. It's a deep dive. There's a lot of purging, perhaps some reevaluation, definitely some transformation. So, with all that said, let's hop right in. Okay, at the bottom of both of your decks, you had fours, which I love. That's very stable. Fours are always stable. It's like the four legs of a table, right? Four of Wands, these are about our relationships. Definitely could be dealing with a partner in this. And Four of Swords, sort of like taking a rest. It's like rest and rejuvenation. It's really is taking a step back. You see the fourth sword is it's always gaining clarity with swords, isn't it? It's our mental energy. So it's about knowing when to take action forward and when to hold back. It's about understanding what is going to bring us into a stable place within our partnerships, as well as within our own thoughts, our own thought patterns. So sometimes, Aries, this is about taking a look at how we're thinking about things with the Four of Swords. So, with all that said, let's take a look at the reading. So in the top row, we have the Artist into the Judgment, which are both major arcanas. And then we have Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Moon, another major arcana. So we definitely see a lot of reflective energy. We see something that is definitely like slow and steady with this Knight of Pentacles, but that's going to bring you into a long-term place of clarity, of abundance, of stability, right? Again, with the fours being the overall energy. This is all about gaining perspective on your own stability, Aries. So in this deck, we have Major Arcana 23. Now, that's not in any other deck, only in this Matt Hughes deck, Ethereal Visions, okay? In this card, the artist talks about, as you see this figure is, he's like painting or drawing his own version of his reality. He's creating his own like happy place, right? And so the artist talks about sort of taking a step back, blocking out all of the external things around you. So all of, the influences, right? Like all the people and their opinions, like in every area of your life, in social media, right? Like the news, your family, like anybody who's trying to influence you to do things or trying to get you to see their perspective or trying to get you to go their way. The artist talks about really taking a step back, because we find, Aries, you're like being surrounded with this energy of being discerning. Like, what is it that you want to achieve in your life? Like, how, evaluate your life as it currently is right now. Think about it. Are you living in the home that you would choose? Are you living in the city you would choose? Are you at work that is fulfilling, that's paying you enough, right? Look at your friends. Do they support you? Are they like helping you along your path, right? Are they the right friends? Well, your family. sometimes we have people in our family who are just really toxic and horrible. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but like, are the relationships, is your partner, do you have a romantic partner? Are you looking for a romantic partner? Are you looking to attract any of these situations into your life? Well, you're the author, right? You're the one who gets to decide, Aries, what you want your life to be and how you want it to unfold. And especially right next to judgment, right? This is you making a judgment call. And in order to do that, we have to separate ourselves from the world sometimes. We need to take a little time out. We need to pause and evaluate, what in our life is bringing us stability, what in our life is bringing us abundance, and looking at the relationships to the people, especially. I feel like with this Four of Wands, right? These are like divine partnerships. These are people who are placed in our lives for us to determine, are we going to continue to move forward with those people and places and situations, or are we going to cut those out, right? And that's what this Four of Swords is. It's taking like a little bit of time here while we have left in Scorpio season, because there may be some purging. Maybe, right? So let's keep going. Underneath this artist, we see strength and Four of Cups and judgment. So interesting that judgment leads into judgment. We see it twice. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of courage. There's a little bit of inner strength, right? As we work it out. Number 8, right? It's all about manifesting that emotional, again, a number 4, 444. Look at that, 444, emotional stability, right? Sometimes it's recognizing the gift, though. We do have to use our judgment. We do have to use our discerning. There's something that you need to make a decision about. And it's going to take some courage, right? It takes courage to walk away from people who we've always kind of like been around, or we've always looked to for their opinions on things. And now it's like, Aries, you have to make some of your own decisions, and you need to make them like regardless of what other people think. And that takes courage. Like, that does take courage. Like, no doubt about it. Like, how hard is it when you're like with your friends, or, even at work? Like, think of any situation where everyone else is going right and you're the only one who's going to go left. That takes strength. It also takes a recognition of the gift, like the offer, that you have to make a judgment call because you know what would make you happy. And all of these other 3 cups, all these other people in your environment, you may have been going along to get along up to this point, but it's like, are those people really, do they really have your best interest at heart? Are they really bringing you happiness? Like, these are the kinds of things right now in Scorpio season, Aries, that we see you being faced with. So let's keep going about this judgment. Underneath it, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is a judgment. Seven of Pentacles is, what have you invested up to at this point? And do you find yourself at this point coming to the conclusion that you've given all that you can give to a situation, and is it or is it not paying you dividends? Is it going to bring you into your next phase of life? Like, is it going to take you to this place where you're going to find yourself in a Queen of Pentacles? Is it giving you, is it nurturing your growth? Is it supplying you with a foundation, in your environment? Like, are you in a home that is going to support you? Are you around people who are going to nurture you? Are you able to temper, to alchemize, to bring, to become like this butterfly, right? Like you're ready to up level into that next phase of life. And, can you take your current situation with you? Or is it something that you need to cut out? Is it something where you need to go at it alone for a little while? I think that's what's up for review. And we do see Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is slow and steady wins the race. Aries, you're a fire sign, okay? You're ruled by Mars. You're very action-oriented. And a lot of times, and I get that, like we all have Aries someplace in our chart. It rules something in our chart. And a lot of times, depending on where it rules for you, and if you're an Aries sun especially, it just gives you that fire quality of you just want to go, like you want to initiate, you want to start things, you don't want to wait, you don't want to reflect, like it's not necessarily like your nature to like reflect in an emotional space all the time. But this is kind of what you're being asked to do because this is the long game. All right. So Knight of Pentacles was clarified by Ace of Swords, another four of Pentacles, a Six of Swords in the world. So we see you coming to a completion. There's a completion of a cycle. Now, again, this is judgment call. You choose it or you don't. Like, it's up to you. Like, there's no pressure. This is you creating your world. So you decide, but there is a gift. There's an Ace of Swords, so an opportunity to really get mental clarity and to really begin down a new path if you want to. We do see you here in this situation. If you choose this, we see you cutting away what isn't for you, and we see you moving in the Six of Swords to something more harmonious, right? So this is the Four of Pentacles, releasing, okay? You're releasing things that just don't, like, they're not jiving with your, like, with what you're thinking, okay? And we find that your thinking is becoming more calm, it's becoming clear, and it's becoming decisive. Like you're very going into this process, if you choose to, again, it's going to bring you temperance. It's going to bring you into a very balanced, harmonious state where you can evolve and transform your current situation into that next part of your evolution, into that next phase, right? And so we do see you taking advantage of that energy. And 10 of Wands, again, completion. This is coming to the end of a cycle. You've taken something as far as you can in the Seven of Pentacles. You've invested for as long as you can. So if this is your work or your friend groups or your romantic partner, the person that you're seeing, it's been a long journey. It's heavy, right? It's time for you to put down the burden of anything that's not going to support you. And so we see this 10 of Wands being clarified by the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. First of all, Emperor, right? Because number 4. So now you've got 2 4s here, a 4 here, a 4 here, and a 4 here. So clearly the theme is about you taking control, taking power. And I really see this Emperor. So this is you, Aries, really taking control. Okay. The sun is in the background, right? The Emperor's got his sword. This is Big Daddy energy. This is somebody who has to move forward on his terms. And I say him because it's a masculine energy. If you're a female, it doesn't matter, right? But this is you understanding that there has to be a release of anything that's burdening you. So if what's burdening you is your Nine of Swords, where you're in like having anxiety or you're like in mental anguish because the situations that you're in are no longer resonating for you and they're causing you all kinds of heartache and conflict. Maybe you have old resentments, right? And you really do have people in your environment that you just need to cut out. The Three of Cups, it does talk about this. These are the people that are in your physical environment. So it could be coworkers, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be lovers, it could be, right? Like whoever it is. Are these people bringing you into harmony? Are they bringing you into alignment? With do they support you, right? And this is you as the Emperor, understanding that when it comes down to it, even if you have to go through life on your own, is it worth it? It's you making that discernment. Like, is it worth it for me to just continue going along in situations that I just don't, they're just not causing you to become your best self, right? And so yeah, you know, these patterns are burdensome. These old disappointments, these old resentments, um this could even, with this Three of Cups, yeah, it could be that you're in a situation, if you're in a romantic partnership, where even if you're in a family relationship where you're like in a third party type of situation, where you're being made an option, where even if it's at work, right, where there are people who are not in alignment with you and they're working against you. And it causes you a lot of grief, right? It just causes you a lot of wasted energy and a lot of wasted effort. And in the final analysis, we see the moon, and it's clarified by the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So it's you, the moon often, first of all, the moon is our emotions. Sometimes they're the things that are like beneath the surface that we don't see. So it can talk about confusion or illusion. Definitely not knowing what's coming next. But I think with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you do understand that there is a new opportunity. This is the universe coming in. And, if you choose to go on this journey, and to lay down the burdens, right? To lay down the illusions, be willing to learn and to put on your glasses. This is Page of Swords. This is the air of the air. It's an elemental energy. It's about seeing something for the first time and seeing that it is the Three of Pentacles. It is our the gift of the collaboration of those around us. It's about choosing to have the right friends. It's about choosing to have the right alliances, the right allies. So if that's putting yourself in a new job, putting yourself in a new home, cutting out friends who are just really toxic, or a partner. Or maybe it's a lot of people come to these readings because they're looking for somebody new, or they have somebody in mind, but like this person has just done nothing up to this point but lead them to this Five of Cups, this total disappointment, and they're in and out, right? And this is you getting really, really clear about that. And there's no more delusion and there's no more confusion once you get clear about the gifts that are in front of you, and Aries, that you create your own reality. I mean, that's the artist. Okay, you're the one who creates your own thing, and you don't have to just go along with something. At any point in this journey, you can purge it. You can decide enough is enough. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And with your sword of truth, you just cut it out. So, yeah, let's go into the advice and see what we have here. So you had the loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Okay, that kind of goes with the moon, right? Definitely. If you are somebody who has the ability to remember your dreams, do so. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you in your journey to fulfill your dreams. Well, that's what I've been saying all reading long. This really is about you determining who is going to support you and, like, just who needs to go. It's fair. To be fair. To be fair. Yeah. You need to. You need to be like the Justice card, right? This is almost like a Queen of Swords too, where you need to take your truth, okay? You need to take your wisdom and your truth and take your sword and cut out whatever is not bringing you reciprocal energy, whatever is not fair, okay? You don't have to continue to shoulder all of this, burdensome weight, especially in the area of relationships, Like, if you're the one who's giving it, to the situation and you're not getting reciprocity, if you're the one who is always having to take one for the team, and you're like the scapegoat or something like that, you can't sustain that for the long term. You just can't, Aries, and you're not meant to, okay? Make a judgment call, and it's going to bring you into a happy, happy place. I love that. Happy, 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 happy. Okay? This is like the star. This is the healing. This is a new opportunity for you. This is a place where you really connect in. And 26, 2 plus 6 is 8, right? This is you connecting into your own abundance, into your own stability. 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay? This is you designing the world that you want to be in. And we're heading into eclipse season, and so now is the time. If you want to take advantage of this time, like, the universe is supporting you. That's the other thing. You have to understand this is energy, right? When you get a reading like this, it means that you're surrounded by energy that's really supportive of making these changes. If you tried to make these changes at another time in the year, they might not be as auspicious or supportive. But if you choose to do them now when the energy is like this, you're going to find that it'll be a lot easier and a lot smoother, making that transition. So I just want to encourage you. Take advantage of the energy while it's here, Aries, because it's all for your support. All right, and then finally, we have this Muladhara. I'm sorry, you guys, I don't have all the verbiage quite down yet in this deck. This is from the yogic path, and this is from the chakra system. Muladhara is the root chakra that we understand to be the root chakra, and it's in the reverse. And so I'm going to read from the book here, and we're going to see. Let me get to the page. Okay, here we go. We're going to see what our advice is. Your body, mind, and soul are calling out to you for some grounding. You've been moving around a lot. Your spirit's calling for a true home and yearning for time spent looking inward. This may be a good time to finally begin looking for a home or settling down into one you already have. Create your nest. Set the foundation for what you need to live a full life. Make friends with people who live nearby. Spend more time in nature. Set a routine that keeps you anchored to your truth. This won't make your life boring, but will actually give you everything that you want. Eat more root vegetables and walk with bare feet on the earth. All right, Aries, this has been your reading. Again, we are just at the midpoint of Scorpio season. We've got a little bit more to go, so good luck, and I hope this helped somebody out there. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, okay? And I'll see you guys next time.